Vous êtes en direct, we are live en vivo de Playa del Carmen. ¿Cómo está usted? Agilista, agilisto, agilidad. All right. So today it's going to be English and French because we're going to talk about a little bit of Quebec, of course, too. And we do a total full experience once again. So welcome, everyone. Please say hi in the chat. And I know about the light. I know. So please bear with me about this. So welcome once again to the Agile Lounge. This is not a Their Real Agile podcast. This is simply an update on my Agile travel, going down Bacalar for next week, and to invite you all condo surfer or digital nomad out there that I would like to actually work. Instead of working from home, you could work, your home could be anywhere. And Mexico, also we have a network in Costa Rica, so we're going to talk about this. And we also expand in Peru. We've got people in Paracas, the beautiful lugar of Paracas, Peru, to actually have your setup to work there. So let me just tell you right now on the spot. So, it's been for me 2020 an amazing journey. Even though what happened collectively, and even though that I lost a couple of contracts and I did less money than usual, but you know what? I don't care about the money right now, because what we do is we have this opportunity before us for 2021 to actually, especially those like me, of you who work in Agile and business agility and conscious leadership and conscious capitalism, this is the time. This is the time that we could actually all together try to create new ways of uncovering way of product management, customer satisfaction, doing our business as an entrepreneur, or even like a small, medium, large business. So this is the time to show the world that even if the Agile Manifesto for software development was a thing of 2001, now next year is going to be like 20 years. Because you mentioned that, a lot of people say, oh, this is old, Coach AF. Yes, but it's not that old, because only right now, according to the State of Agile, of the Chaos Report, and even Grumper, that survey people from 95 countries about their adoption of the Agile values and principles in their business, it's only 17% of the world business organization that say they use Agile values and principles to make decisions to deliver better, faster, and moreover smarter. Yes, because we live in a smart world with brain, with educated people, with engineer, and with this fourth industrial revolution that's coming up with the AI. And even now we talk about ASI. Is no more artificial intelligence. We talk about artificial systemic intelligence. Okay, it's going to be even better on the data learning and process. So we're going to need this business, this flexibility of business agility and conscious leadership to put back the human factor, the people first into the interaction. So I welcome you once again into this. We keep it like in SCRUM every Friday around noon Eastern Standard Time. Yes, Cancun Playa, it's about that time too. This is more like a Q&A today. So everyone on Facebook, I didn't push the button for Instagram yet because we recorded. And this is the thing. Again, I'm empirical. I'm doing an experiment right now. I'm using my DJ Osmo 3 pocket to film another quality video. So this one is not live. It's recording into a different angle. And we're going to put it on our YouTube channel that's growing like never before. And I would like to thank the 25 new subscribers about the last 2 weeks that joined the adventure of business agility, because we talk all things business agility that a lot of people don't want to talk about, to make you the winners. Yes, I would like to quote Scott Adam once again when he says, goals are for losers, and having systems, plural, is going to be for winners, because you could create a lot of things with that. And of course, within the systems, you have your vision, you have the value, the principle, and thus the goals. We don't say that goals are not important. You have to set goals to achieve something. Of course, this is measurable. But for those who just think that they could start their why, it's all start with why, huh? With only goals? No, because goals is part of the equation. It's part of the ecosystem, the system. So you need that system to be in harmony. So that's the thing. All right. So today I would like to just make an update on the agile travel services that yours truly offer. So I convert myself from an agile coach into a concierge, especially for the Riviera Maya. I've got access to about 300 doors of condominium, little house, cottage by the Gulf for the entire Yucatan Peninsula, which cover mostly Quintana Roo, the Yucatan. In the Yucatan, we could have you come and use nice Wi-Fi, also nice home, and the location. So you could Google it if you like. We're gonna be accessing owners that are willing to rent per month, yes, on a monthly basis, and Progreso, El Cuyo, also in the ciudad of Merida, which is a beautiful ciudad. And Valladolid, we talked about it, but Valladolid, you have to understand that it's not on the Gulf, nor on the Caribbean Sea. So, but it could be a very amazing lugar to be in Valladolid. It's an amazing city. It's a vibrant city. So anyway, the thing is, you are in New York right now. You are in Berlin. You are in Barcelona. You are in Milano. You are in Montreal. You are in Vancouver. Winter is hitting. You have to remote work, especially all of us in IT and business and digital marketing. You work from home, right? So what is this? You work from home? No, you don't work from home. You remote work, and then digital nomad, by the way. And we just talked about it in our latest blog about the difference between a digital nomad and a condo surfer. Digital nomad exists since 1997. It was a group of people who were working into developing this what we have right now, the web, not the internet. The internet was there in the 60s, right? So we talked about the web and the e-commerce and so on. And they literally discovered with the voice over IP back then, with the latency of the VPN and so on, that they could actually work from anywhere. They could develop their code and scripting the things from anywhere. And they wanted to travel with or without children, by the way. That was, I don't want to hear, oh, I've got family and children. That's not true. Even here in Cancun and Ekbalam, we have with other parents, and you exchange it, and your kids have they follow their courses from United States, Canada, France. So this is really a no-brainer about this. I just saw something in my studio. I'm sorry, we are live, so everything can happen. All right, so 10 people on Google, I should say YouTube, 15 on the Facebook Agile Launch page. So I bid you good day. And please, again, state where you're from in the chat, because this is more like an open space right now. I'm talking, but I would like to hear you. And by the way, I open a Zoom. So if you, instead of chatting, you'd like to video chat with me, or it will be audio, so your face won't appear. So you're more than welcome to ask me for the code, and I will give it to you, and we could exchange it's an open space, open call. So, and now I was talking about the digital nomad, because that's the thing. It's becoming right now, 20 years later, not maybe 20 years, like 15 years later. So, oh, now everybody's talking about it, but do you know what you're talking about? So, so this is the thing. And of course, traveling right now. Some countries are more open than others. And I will have to say that Mexico is one of the top 5 open, with Brazil, Russia. And if you'd like to go in Indonesia also, I could put you through some network in Bali, in Rataka. And you have also Israel. Israel is opening. And by the way, to all my colleagues that's celebrating Hanukkah, Happy Hanukkah, Shalom Baka. It's very great. It's this Friday, I think it is. Tell me, guys, because I don't know everything. I need to learn from you too. And yes, I have a beautiful smile because Mexican people are smiley. It's probably the otro país al lado de Thailand that have the most beautiful smile. And yes, it's noisy in Playa del Carmen, and we like it like that because we are alive, la vida. So it's important. So again, I'm open for question about your needs. It's like, and if you'd like more private call, again, my calendar link are there, and I could be your concierge and give you a lot of information about everything touching your digital nomad remote working, as I said, for Riviera Maya, and also in the Gulf of Mexico and the Yucatan Estado. And also, I could bridge you with my fellow colleagues, concierge, in Costa Rica, Panama, soon Peru, but this just like a teaser. We'll have to talk about it. And Peru, when I say Peru, don't see Cusco or Puno, but you could travel there. There's no problem. But if you'd like to remote work in Peru, it's going to be more on the Pacific Ocean and the Estado de Paracas, which is actually 20-minute drive from the Nazca line. So here you have it. So could you imagine you work and then you go to Nazca on the weekend? It's a nice getaway, right? And Peru have more restriction. Yes, they have more restriction than Mexico. But again, it depends. Huh? It's not all in all. We have to be careful between each other still. Whatever your belief is on this pandemic, please don't get into this trashy politics or sociological. We are here to spark you with agility and to teach you the 4 values and the 12 principles of Agile. How to be Agile will make you take better and smarter decisions for the future of your enterprise, your business, and even sell with Agile. This is important too, to do like this digital marketing stuff. So basically, that's it. We are pretty open, and I was supposed to have maybe some guests today, but everybody's so happy under the sun, under the Mexican sun. And then, so we're going to have a dinner tonight with some friends, 12:12. No, not 12:12, 12:12. I like that. So here's the thing. One of my goals is to show the experience of people, because right now, so far, we've got about 26 calls since we launched Agile Travel, your concierge for digital nomad. And of course, 80% of those calls is for people who'd like to remote work. But again, I would like to emphasize on the fact that on top of people that have places to rent on a weekly, monthly, because if the live doesn't go well for replay, we'll be able to push it with the recording I'm doing on Zoom right now. Plus this experimentation with my iPhone 11 Pro that I am doing also. All right, so again, for the 26 people who are listening on Facebook Watch, as well as on YouTube, especially YouTube channel, I'd like to thank the new subscribers. If you pass here and you're new to it and you'd like all things conscious leadership and conscious agility and business agility, please join us, subscribe, and in the comment below or in the description, you could see all links for the social network of your choice. So I'm, as I said again, for all of you, please chat with me or ask me for the Zoom code. I could give you the Zoom code, and then you chat, literally chat, meaning that 1, 2, 3. I think this live is going to be not for replay, so I'm really glad that I'm recording it in 2 different angles, because we'll be able to make the rewatch a better experience. So, about experience. So that's the thing. So I'd like people who are benefiting from my coaching and consultancy and conciergerie to be upfront at some point and talk about their experience and how my involvement in helping them and giving them ideas help them to have a better travel experience and a better remote working experience and so on. So along the way, I hope to do some kind of interactive vlog with guesses. And so if you're one of my clients out there and you'd like to show yourself with me on the mic, please show up, ask me, and I will probably ask you again at the dinner and so on. And so that's it. So yes, literally it's 3 things. It's 3 things with Agile Travel: digital nomad facilitation and advice. That's include the real estate for renting a place. Also to buy, but depending on where you are and to your moving experience and to your everything. But basically, if you just want to remote work for a couple of months and jump to another country, so I'm the guy to help you with. And we do have also like independent tour guide or access to either you love history and archaeology with the Mayan ruins, or you just love nature, because I've got guides who who know everything about birds, about fauna, about flora. Beautiful park here, Siakan, just south of Tulum. You have also Rio Lagardos. So there are so many places that you could visit in your weekend. So you see, you remote work in Montreal and you might have a weekend of ski in Mont Tremblant. That's fine with me. But what about having the vitamin C, SEA, the vitamin C here and on the Riviera Maya in the Mexican Caribbean while you take your break off? Mm. And what was the other topic that I wanted to discuss was also, I think, I didn't bring my iPad with me, so I'm noteless right now. And as you know, Agile, it's all being authentic and unscripted. Um, so let me see if I've got here. And the segment in French will be about this TV show we went last year. It was a year ago, and you're gonna see how much weight I lost. It's amazing. I don't want to be superficial, but this is amazing. And we had this show in French, so that will be the French segment. And by the way, if you jump either into the Zoom or here in the chat of YouTube, please speak whether French, English, and poco español. It's no hay problema. You're more than welcome to use the language of your choice to interact with me in this En Vivo de Playa del Carmen Agile Lounge special Agile update on Agile travel for digital nomad, but also for a condo surfer. Also, let me answer one question. So digital nomad, it's a movement of people who work in the digital realm and they wanted to remote work. It was not because of pandemic. It was not because of anything. It was just because they want to create, like, when we start a movement of conscious and freedom lifestyle, uh, and the net, the web was booming in the late 90s, up to the bubble of the dot-com in 2000. You all remember that, right? What we did, the spirit of it was to create a digital transformation, a better web application, better transactional website, and they wanted to also break through with this work-life balance, la famille travaille, and to travel work or work and travel. So that was the thing back in 1997. So these people start working. They came down from Scotland, Sweden, and they went to travel into the Mediterranean. And so they were happy. They were quite happy with that. So that was just this. Like, and me, I was introduced to it when I was working with my DJ agency in San Antonio de Portamay and Ibiza. And so we literally like welcome people. There were no traveler. They were not here for the party at Ibiza. They were there to work. And there was a couple from Sweden actually, and they explained me that concept of digital nomad. So they are 3 months in their country, which was Sweden in that example, for instance, and they were like spending some time in Greece, spending some time in Ibiza, going, and now, so 3 months Ibiza, 3 months somewhere else in the Mediterranean, and they choose every year another 3 months wherever in the world. And of course, back then it was 56K modem. It was not the internet that we have today. And even today, people complain about the speed. So could you imagine? So they needed like some other things to work, and they were coding, they were like developing website and so on. So that's the true thing of a digital nomad. Don't associate digital nomad with the pandemic. This is totally false. Okay, that's a way of life. That's a freedom lifestyle. That's a travel and work lifestyle. Right now, though, because of more people are remote working, we said why not? And we are here, the oldest of us who did remote work for a decade or even 15 years. We are here to help you set the things. Bye bye, Carla. She's my host at the beautiful. Yeah, come, say hello. She has a beautiful
Hello, everybody.
lugar.
How are
It's
you?
Carla. So she's in Playa del Carmen. I will put in the link in the description. It's Vanilla B&B here in Playa del Carmen. Very central. Amazing
We wait
guest.
for you.
Goodbye. Cheers. So amazing. Yes, no, it's very, very, very nice place, guys. And I will have to talk to her about knowing if you could like rent for a longer stay. But if you just need a spot like in between, That's the perfect place, and she's very amazing. Like you don't even ask, and you receive a beautiful cafe in the morning. So there you go. So that's the thing. So and then the condo surfer. Condo surfer, of course, a lot of people, especially the traveler, subscribe to my channel. You know about these couch surfer and this network of thing that exists for. This is probably, I don't know. I will have to ask Carmen about it, but I think it's been. I never used it myself. I used a network of friends, a network of professional to travel way before Airbnb. But the condo surfer is kind of mimicking the couch surfer, where you just like jump into a place to another. But of course, it's not free like the couch surfer. It's not free on collaboration, and you do meal together with your host. So the condo surfer, and we have an amazing woman here that could actually help you do this. Carmen Biancapino in Cancun. She got 26 beautiful studio at the Cancun Plaza, beachfront. Everything is beachfront, way lower the hotel zone cost, and she's in the hotel zone and in Punta Nizuc, a more quiet space. For those who follow me for a couple of years, you know that it's an amazing lugar. And yes, I speak English. I again, for the 2-3 new people that logged in, please, it's an open space right now. I'm just talking, but if you have questions, you'll be more than welcome to ask them. It's a Q&A on agile travel, digital nomad, condo surfing, and also this movement of conscious agility that I'd like to put in front of it. So very, very amazing thing. And what about 2021 too? Let's talk about it, huh? Because last year, about that time in November, December, I was talking to you about my enthusiasm of 2020. And even though I postponed or suspended contract, it's not canceled yet. It's just less work because believe it or not, digital technology, business agility, we cannot do everything on Zoom. Mm. And to all my Scrum Alliance buddy out there, do you realize that we should have been in New York in May and also in Lisbon in October? Now Lisbon, it's set for November 2021. And I really hope that we're going to be together in person in Lisbon, this beautiful city of Lisbon, Portugal, for the Scrum, the global Scrum gathering. I hope we can make it next November. And I feel we're going to make it. Of course, there will not, I didn't see any schedule on scrumalliance.org for a gathering, regional gathering. I saw a lot of regional gathering, of course, in Asia right now. And I saw one in, is it in Brazil? Anyway, go to scrumalliance.org and you might see. But also some dates are postponed, some do it virtually and so on. But the importance, we are a human social being. So let's get rid of this flu, of this virus, of this contagious thing, and let's get back together. I think it will be very important that we come back together. And apparently, a lot of people telling me that because they know I'm going down Tulum tomorrow, and apparently Tulum it's booming with festive people, networker, co-worker, co-living space, spiritual retreat. Apparently, it's booming like never before. Because me, in 17 years, I never saw. Now you say, oh, it's noisy. Yeah, it's maybe noisy, but it's nothing. It's nothing. In 17 years, I never saw La Quinta, the Fifth Avenue here. I never seen it like so quiet. And on top of the thing, the woman mayor here is kind of mimicking for my Montrealer subscriber and follower. She's mimicking our mayor with La Quinta. It's like La Rue Sainte Catherine, okay? And now it's kind of upside down, literally upside down with construction. On top of the hurricane we've been hit by, and on top of the pandemic. So, in 17 years coming in Playa del Carmen, I never saw it that quiet everywhere. And yeah, and you hear the noise in the background, so it could give you an idea. But anyways, the point is, let's be happy, let's be together, and I'm here for a couple of months yet again, and we do it for free. If you appreciate our advice, while we do our advice, it could be Stefano or myself when you book your call. For those of you who would like to speak with me, because Stefano, you speak French, Italian, Portuguese, and Spanish. Okay, so Stefano is amazing. Myself, I speak English and French perfectly, in Progreso en Español, in poco Italiano, and that's about it. But if you'd like an Italian, Portuguese, and Spanish min services, I will give you Stefano. And if you want French and English, that's going to be me. So that's the way we have our working agreement uh, for creating a better experience. But that's the thing. You're very happy with your experience with us as advisor, as counsel. We are welcome for Probina because, yes, we do it for free because we think right now everybody needs a break. And we are here also. That's another thing. Like the digital nomad back in the day, they were not necessarily billionaire. They were digital entrepreneur. There were people, as I said, that were building like things such as PayPal. If you ask Elon Musk, he was probably at some point in the creation of PayPal a digital nomad because that's the thing. And no, it's not true that digital nomad have to stay only 3 months or 2 months. No, actually, what does a digital nomad do? You will have to understand the regulation of the country is he in or she is in, and to make sure that she had the proper visa or the proper thing on her passport. Like, for instance, Mexico, that I know by heart, it's always 180 days. I insist on the days because it's not months, it's not 6 months, it's the days. But of course, with the pandemic and the uncertainty of the flights and what have you, right now it's a little bit more flexible. So they won't be crazy if you end up with 191 days, okay? But that's the thing. And when you purchase your flight tickets, you already pay this average 35 US Canadian dollars on your flight tickets. So you don't have to worry about it. And it's a fecha you have to keep with your passport that authorizes you to be in Mexico for those 180 days, doing whatever you want touristically and remote workingly, but don't work for a Mexican client. Because that's require another visa. So, and of course, when you are greeted at the airport, don't say I'm coming here to work. You say you're coming here for pleasure, and you don't know how long you're gonna stay, and so on. So, it's very important. It's not to lie, because we privilege authenticity, but at some point, the fact of the matter that if you go too much in detail with those guys, they might ask you to go into a special room and explain yourself. So that's how you keep it simple. And when they ask you how long, you said like, I don't know yet. I haven't opened Redondo return tickets, so I might stay longer than I was expecting. So they will grant you the 180 days right away, because some aduana are very surprised, but I'm glad I will be able to re-upload it with the recording. It's going to be more fun because I will be able to put some imagery to it. So now we're back normally. So yeah, I'm sorry about this. It's en vivo. It's en direct. C'est live. So anyway, I give you some bits of information here now, and this is something like a bit more structured that you could have on a call with me. And yes, when you fill up the form, we make it simple, but we'd like to prepare a little bit, okay, to give you intentionally what you need. So this is why we ask you a couple of questions. Are you a digital nomad or a condo surfer? And let me get back to the condo surfer. This is someone who, instead of renting or purchasing these big all-inclusive package, they decide to rent condo. And sometimes you could do it through Airbnb, but there's also an household there. So with me, I could give you access to real estate or building manager or condo manager that have access to beautiful condo all the way here in Playa del Carmen, Cancun, Tulum, and so on. And so then you could rent a condo monthly or even on a weekly basis. And usually it's include everything. When I say everything, it's the rent itself, the water. And when I say the water, not the water that you're going to drink, because this will be into your grocery, but the water, like the tap water. So because here everybody is paying the tap water. It's not like all inclusive in your lease. But most of my people who will rent you a condo, they simplify the thing. So everything is included, including internet, Wi-Fi, and so on. Maintenance fee for the condo things and everything. So you pay one bucket and you got access to everything. Of course, the grocery be on you, your transportation, your what have you, and if you want a phone, it's on you, of course. And there's no phone in the house. Everybody has mobile phone nowadays, so don't expect to have a phone in the house. So either you bring your phone and you tweak it, or you bring your phone and you put a Mexican SIM. It's very cheap, and you have like data and stuff like this. The other thing that you might have to pay, depending on the thing, is gas, because the cocina is on gas. And so gas and electricity, like the loose and the AC, that might be aside, because we don't know how much you will consume this. And the way it's working here, they cannot say, oh, let's make a fixed price. Some do, and they take the risk. But maybe after your first or second month, you could negotiate a more all-inclusive, including the gas and the electricity, because they will have see your consumption, and then they could still see if they have to make a margin. Because let's speak frankly, we are doing business still. Okay, we are not doing charity, and most of you guys that ask for digital nomad, you have a fixed, well-paid job. So don't give me that. Oh no, I just need help. No, hold on. Those who need help, these more like could be condo surfer, but that's the thing. So we could help you, of course. If you have low budget, you're more than welcome. And yes, you could travel and work in a low budget in Mexico, but that will be another story. But mostly, yes, for both the digital nomad and the condo surfer, when you rent a place here, everything is included. And electricity and gas might be an extra fee, and it's every 2 months. But gas, actually, it's when they come with a new tank. So you pay on the spot, and it's very cheap. We talk about 400 pesos for a couple that cooks weeknights, okay, and like a shower every day, because yes, the hot water will be actually warm by the gas. And if you put the AC like right now, so for those who know me, you know that I'm always warm, I'm always caliente, and it's been like 2-3 weeks right now, just the ventilator, no AC, so no nothing. So it's kind of very we're entering finally, especially if you come December, January, February, is the dry season, which means like, yeah, it could be 26 degrees during the day, but at night you might just open the window, have a nice breeze, and it's giving you like yeah, so basically it's fresh. That's what I'm telling. So it could get fresh at night, even like chilly for some people. And people who lives there, like you see at night, pant, jeans, and so on. So it's part of life. I'm in Vivo de Playa del Carmen. Playa del Carmen is like a mini Manhattan. People are chatting in the streets. And as I said, it's very tranquilo right now, because it could be in normal time and high season. It's the party on here in Playa del Carmen. So again, if you're a digital nomad or even a condo surfer with vacation, so that's the difference. A condo surfer won't. Okay, a condo surfer could be a digital nomad and or a remote worker. But most of the time, someone who is a true digital entrepreneur, digital nomad, and remote worker is not necessarily a condo surfer. Because a condo surfer is those who travel maybe just for 2 weeks or 3 weeks. And instead of being into the all-inclusive, they want those beautiful condo all around the world. So they need to know a guy like me, because again, Airbnb, they have a lot of them there, right? But you see what I mean. So you could have access with my network of something a lot more exhaustive. All right, so that's enough for Agile travel. I might want to land into the French segment of this En Vivo de Playa del Carmen Agile Lounge special vlog. And again, guys, if you'd like what we do at the Agile Lounge on YouTube and Instagram to spark you up with business agility and conscious leadership, you are more than welcome to give us tips. Give us the amount you want. We are not subscription based, maybe not yet. Some people have suggested us to build our community and ask for membership and giving some tips, but we appreciate the idea. Was it on our mind? Yes and no, because we are mostly as volunteer, but if we could have an appreciation showed by your likes, your share, your comment, your subscription, your free subscription, and if you'd like to give us the tips, it's more than welcome, because because right now we don't do as much contract as we should. So that money could go just to pay the internet bill or pay some extra stuff that we'd like to do with Linktree and any digital marketing stuff on Fiverr that we'd like to spend, because all the money will go back to enhance the experience. A better lose. Now, right now, I know some people are crazy about a backlight, but it was too dark on the other side, and I wanted like, yeah, I think it's good. But of course, what my iPhone is filming right now, that's gonna be perfect. But that's the thing, when you purchase DJ Osmo, when you purchase mics for your guests and stuff, so these are fee that normally I will be able to cover with my marketing budget. But right now, and I salute you, my accountant, she said like only food and shelter. Okay, so don't spend into Fiverr, don't spend into marketing, don't spend. So my marketing budget is kind of old. So if you appreciate it and if you help us, because a lot of people send me private messages or comment, oh, the light that wasn't good. Okay, so help us. We appreciate it. We'd like you to have a better experience when you come to the Scrum beer, but okay, we hear you. We do that, but sometimes to do that, if we have a little kick, a little tips through PayPal, or if you're Canadian, you could send this to us by Interact. So it's much appreciated. And it's the same with our free coaching and free volunteer. We volunteering, yes, we give a lot of things for free, but for those in needs, it's perfect. We appreciate, but it's a give and take and back. So for those of you who have a fixed job, who are kind of wealthy still, we appreciate the tips, because even those tips, we could give it to either community here or to people who are struggling, looking for a job. So we could give them like sometimes a free month of something to get them started on LinkedIn or Instagram. So that's the way too. And when I said like this money will be used for marketing, it's be used for improve ourselves, the way we do our influencing or our vlogging, our blog, our podcasting, but it's also to help other startups. Like let's say we are coaching people who would like to create a YouTube channel, or they want a jingle, and so a lot of people don't work for free. They work for less, or they work for a price, another pricing. So we could actually use that money we gain to help them start. So that could be part of the things. So voilà. We don't expect anything, but we ask. I think it's good to ask. It's good to have our boundaries. It's also good to ask. And again, if you'd like to inspire some other people, if you'd like to show, if you think what we do at the Agile, it's great. So please share this video, spread it, make it viral, and refer us. We won't disappoint you. We are and the guest services, the total full quality satisfaction experience. We are people first over process and contract negotiation. But of course, we will have process and contract to show you. It's important, but we value people and what they need. And I'll give you an example. Just prior to this live, I had a call with the Agile Travel. So we listened. The woman wanted to. She tell us like, yeah, I was maybe willing for condo. Hold on a second. For condo surfing and blah blah blah. And finally, she said like, oh, I might just go with an all inclusive. Of course, we don't encourage it, but the thing is, it was her experience, and she came to us for advice. So we gave her advice around the line of what could happen with an all-exclusive and the pandemic. Yes, because there's things, and how she could get around it, and so on. And we give her some tips and some option, like do yourself a budget if you travel with us in one of our condo surfer renter, and see the price that they will give you, make up your mind, and then after your experience, you have to have, if you just want 2 weeks of your feet in the water of the Caribbean Sea, yeah, maybe, and you don't want to cook and you don't want so yes, go that regular normal thing. So we are agnostic, and we are not there to judge your thing. But of course, if you ask us some advice, some tips, we'll give you, and we'll ask you to make a good intelligent, objective comparison for yourself too. And also that woman has some value. And we explain her that if you go through an agency in Boucherville or New York, 75% of the money goes into those companies based in Canada or United States. They're not going to the Mexican people. And so you're not helping the Mexican economy, who've been stroking it a lot more than ours. So especially here in the Quintana Roo, where 60% of the business value is in tourism. So if you really like to save tourism, I will encourage you to support small and medium business, independent real estate agent, or like here, this beautiful Vanilla B&B, bed and breakfast by Carla Legari. I mean, these people are regular people like you and I. They try to make a living, and so they don't have commission, they don't have this. So it's beautiful experience too. It's it's another experience, but it's as good as the all-inclusive. But of course, if you are this type of person or this family, you need it, we will gladly give you the call, and with the call, we'll give you the two aspects of it, and we're not judging you because it's people first. This is our signature pattern here at the Agile Lounge. So, without further ado, we're going to now switch for the next 15 minutes in French, en français. Là, encore une fois, j'invite tous les gens. Il y a une trentaine de personnes sur mes 3 canaux. Alors, je vous invite, si vous avez des questions, à les poser. Si vous voulez les poser vocalement, je peux aussi ouvrir le Zoom et vous inviter au Zoom et on vous entendra. Et là, ce qu'on va faire, j'ai envie de commémorer. Moi, il y a 1 an, Nicolas Delaurier, je vous salue, je vous remercie de m'avoir invité à votre excellente émission qui est maintenant sur TVA. Bon, moi, je ne suis pas un gars de télé, je ne fais pas de la promotion de canaux de télé, mais nous, l'an dernier, on avait passé à VTélé, je pense, dans une émission entrepreneuriale qui s'appelle Histoire de succès. Et puis là, j'ai envie de la revoir avec vous, juste pour célébrer cet 1 an. Et moi qui étais en deuil de maman l'année passée, ça m'a fait du bien, ça m'a vraiment fait du bien, ceci. Et probablement que ça, on va le couper, on va faire un petit montage pour la portion francophone et je vais la partager avec l'équipe de Nicolas Delaurier, qui est un excellent producteur, un excellent entrepreneur de radiodiffusion, de télédiffusion au Québec. J'aime beaucoup ce qu'il fait parce qu'il ne fait pas juste cette émission-là qu'on va voir un segment, où il est venu m'interviewer au Agile Lounge de Montréal, sur la rue Saint-Jacques dans le Vieux-Montréal. Et je salue mes amis de crew. Vous me manquez au crew collectif. Ah oui, définitivement, je vais couper ça et je vais taguer tous les gens que j'aime à Montréal, que je m'ennuie de vous. Et que je vais mettre sur Instagram même directement. Alors, si vous voulez, on va regarder ça ensemble. Moi, j'ai le goût de le faire. Alors là, comme je l'ai dit, il y a 3 caméras en ce moment qui sont braquées sur moi. Il y a celle de YouTube qui également diffuse sur Facebook Watch. Et on a celle de... Celle de comment on l'appelle déjà? J'ai oublié. Ah oui, il y a celle de Zoom. Et là, je vais aller sur Zoom pour vous montrer le visuel. Donc, et puis on va regarder parce que tantôt YouTube m'avertissait de la qualité de la bande. Donc, on va devoir revoir le live qu'on fait maintenant, ce vendredi 11 décembre. Happy Hanukkah again to our Jewish friend. Alors, si le Zoom fait comme après la tempête à Cancun Plaza avec des coupures, pas le Zoom, excusez, le YouTube Live, ben, je suis content parce que le Zoom qu'on a enregistré, lui sera de qualité, au moins en 720p. Et puis, la caméra expérientielle de filmer le studio, si on peut appeler ça comme ça, eh bien, on va... ouais, alors, c'est ça. C'est ce qu'on va faire. On fera un genre de montage. Et puis, on fera aussi une petite capsule juste en français de ça. Donc, sans plus tarder, on va fermer la musique. On va se libérer aussi un peu d'espace. Hein, ça peut toujours bien. Et puis, ouais, mais là, je croyais que j'avais cette vidéo. On va regarder ça juste un petit peu. Ah oui, voilà, c'est ça. Alors, on va se faire ça. Alors, on va se faire ça. Je vais me gâter un peu et surtout qu'avec mon jeûne intermittent, mon spinning, ma nouvelle alimentation, ma nouvelle manière de vivre, parce que je suis votre coach, je fais aussi le Life Agility et le Run the Beach Contest. Alors, vous allez voir, ça avait été enregistré au début novembre 2019 Ensuite, on avait fait un autre segment que je ne vous montrerai pas ici, mais avec le plateau le 10 décembre. Donc, on est vraiment un an jour pour jour. Alors, je me rends compte que j'ai vraiment perdu 10 kilos, 20 livres. Vous allez le constater, vous aussi, avec moi. Alors, retournons maintenant. Juste regarder la console ici, c'est bien. Pas de message. Là, on va partager l'écran qui est en enregistrement. Alors, regardons cela ensemble. Encore une fois, pour les gens qui sont live, là, vous ne le verrez pas, mais au replay, ça sera plus normal. Vous allez donc le voir. Donc, on écoute ça, c'est 5 minutes. Et ensuite, je vous reviens avec des questions en français. Et puis, voilà, regardons ça.
Avec Alexandre qui nous reçoit dans son royaume à Montréal. Comment ça va, mon cher Alexandre?
Ça va très bien. Merci de l'invitation.
Ben, ça fait plaisir. On se trouve dans
salut, la gang du crew.
Historique et prestigieux. Tu peux nous expliquer où...
Absolument, oui. En fait, et puis comme vous pourrez voir peut-être plus tard, là, on a ici, c'est rempli d'entrepreneurs, c'est rempli de start-up et de gens dynamiques. C'est un espace de travail-partage, je pense qu'on dit bien en français.
Ben oui,
travail-partage. Je l'ai fondé il y a
My goodness.
J'ai décidé de m'installer ici. Et puis, ça me fait faire un réseautage d'affaires, vraiment, surtout avec ce que je fais.
Tu étais un des premiers.
J'étais un des premiers,
Hey, Nicolas, merci encore, Nicolas. Je t'envoie ça, je te tag.
C'est l'ancien siège social de la Banque Royale.
Tout à fait.
Donc, il se brassait des grosses affaires ici depuis presque un siècle.
Rue Saint-Jacques.
Rue Saint-Jacques, dans le Vieux-Montréal, exactement. Juste en face du centre de commerce Montréal.
Hey, je m'ennuie, la gang du crew. Puis Luc Bellil au pôle du quartier latin aussi. J'ai hâte de vous revoir.
On commence avec toi comme principal intéressé, Alexandre. D'abord, qu'est-ce que c'est que Agile? D'où vient le nom? Qu'est-ce qui
en fait, si tu me permets, Nicolas, j'aimerais avant de parler
je vous jure.
d'Agile Lounge, pourquoi j'ai fondé ça. Il faut se mettre dans un contexte d'un mouvement mondial au niveau des affaires. Ça a commencé, je dirais, en 2001 par 17 spécialistes du domaine du développement logiciel qui ont décidé de faire un manifeste pour amener une nouvelle culture. Donc, 4 valeurs, 12 principes qui aident les décideurs et les leaders à prendre de meilleures décisions plus flexibles pour mieux répondre à l'expérience client et maintenant de plus en plus même l'expérience des employés au sein de leur entreprise.
Ça donnait quoi? Ton premier flash?
Moi, personnellement, j'ai embarqué là-dedans. J'étais avant, mon métier, c'était designer d'expérience utilisateur pour des logiciels, puis surtout le e-commerce, où j'ai commencé au début des années 2000. Alors, on peut dire que je suis un peu un enfant de ce mouvement d'agilité-là. J'ai même appris de 3 des 17 signataires pour me former dans ce qu'on appelle SCRUM. SCRUM est une technique, si tu veux, un système qui aide les équipes là, à rendre tout visuel de ce qu'on veut faire, ce qu'on veut produire, ce qu'on veut offrir comme solution. Et puis, ce mouvement-là, comme je dis, se base sur des valeurs qui sont très humaines et puis qui amènent les gens d'affaires à réfléchir la façon dont ils vont approcher ça. Donc, moi, quand j'ai commencé...
Hey, Tangerine Software, comment allez-vous? J'espère que ça va bien.
La clientèle et de l'expérience utilisateur. Ça m'a permis de rapidement
ça, vous voyez mes clients là.
À ce mouvement-là, puis à ces valeurs-là. Puis à un moment donné, à force de pratiquer comme Scrum Master qu'on appelle, puis même aussi, donc, j'ai dit...
Tangerine Software,
I think. 3 ans que j'ai fondé ça.
Hey, la gang de la Banque nationale, super, heureux de devenir Scrum.
Scrum. J'aurais envie peut-être de dire c'est essai-erreur, parce que tu as été sur le banc d'essai pendant toutes ces années.
Nous sommes très empiriques, Agile Lounge.
De ce merveilleux monde, tu es au monde dedans.
Et puis on apprend de nos erreurs et on vous apprend à apprendre de vos erreurs.
Et là, tu as vécu toutes ces années-là, c'était relativement nouveau, justement, donc.
C'est complètement nouveau. Même qu'il y a beaucoup de gens qui vont nous dire « Ah, ça fait 17 ans, c'est peut-être passé date. » Au contraire, c'est une évolution et une amélioration continue, autant des personnes, des individus, que des entreprises. Ce mode-là d'agilité, d'affaires, et puis de travail va nous rendre flexibles. Tu veux faire un plan bien fixe dans le temps, puis dire on va livrer, par exemple, ce produit-là ou ce site web-là en temps et lieu. Bien là, on se dit non, on va faire justement de l'expérimentation, on va être empirique. Il y a une petite partie un peu scientifique là-dedans, mais sans faire peur à personne. Mais c'est de l'empirisme parce qu'on veut apprendre au fur et à mesure. C'est de l'interaction entre les gens avant les processus.
Un an. On a-tu passé des choses depuis un an?
Je pense, un fait important que tu m'as souligné avant d'aller en nombre ensemble, c'est du cas par cas. Tu vas avoir 2 réunions.
No one size fits all, guys. Stop with that. Stop with that.
2 réunions complètement différentes. différentes en fonction des besoins, des
Oui,
gens.
c'est une adaptation complète. C'est-à-dire que moi, comme agiliste,
Oui.
je le pratique réellement.
Et
c'est pas
voilà.
quelque chose que tu achètes. L'agilité, c'est un adjectif. On veut
Voilà.
être flexible. Hein? Changeons agile pour flexible, donc en étant flexible. Et puis, on veut répondre à une meilleure expérience du client. Donc, si j'ai des recruteurs qui m'ont acheté un atelier qui s'appelle Talent Agile pour mieux recruter des spécialistes ou des gens qui travaillent justement dans ce mode d'agilité-là. Puis à ce moment-là, moi, à chaque début d'atelier, on fait ce qu'on appelle une liste des valeurs. Alors, on va décrire une liste des valeurs. Ils vont me dire c'est quoi leurs attentes. Mais on va aller au-delà de ça. Parce que là, notre corpus du cours, on va vraiment l'adapter à leurs questions puis à leurs attentes.
Voilà.
Pour y répondre dans l'atelier de 3 heures ou d'une journée.
C'est intéressant. Donc, on ne perd pas de temps. Non. Même si on a 3 heures ou une journée, on sait que on peut facilement, sans dire déraper, mais s'en aller dans toutes sortes de directions. À la fin même d'un congrès, dans certains cas, on dit est-ce que j'ai appris quelque chose?
Exact.
Toi, tu t'organises donc pour avoir des thèmes qui sont chers. Donc, les
valeurs, ils vont répondre aux gens qui sont dans la salle ici, ou des fois, je le fais aussi sur le lieu de leur entreprise. Une chose que j'aimerais dire aussi, Nicolas, c'est que c'est la même chose pour les services conseils qu'on fait en entreprise. C'est-à-dire quand on fait une espèce d'évaluation de leurs besoins, donc pourquoi ils veulent être agiles, pourquoi ils veulent aller dans cette direction-là, bien là, ça va nous aider là, à être vraiment, là, on a une vision holistique, après ça, avoir des trucs très, très, très tactiques, très précis en fonction de leurs besoins. C'est pas une question d'adapter les 4 valeurs, les 12 principes que je te disais tantôt, mais c'est une question de les rendre qui parlent de plus à ce contexte d'affaires-là et à ce contexte technologique-là aussi.
C'est plus que d'adaptation.
Un des principes, d'ailleurs, qui se manifeste là, c'est de dire les gens d'affaires et de vente et marketing vont travailler ensemble avec les gens qui font. Puis les gens qui font, souvent, c'est des gens de technologie, c'est des gens de vidéographie.
C'est vrai, et ce sont souvent 2 clients qui ne se parlent pas.
Même à l'interne, c'est ça. Alors, nous, on est là pour faire la facilitation.
C'est tellement simple, si vous voulez.
C'est un beau défi, ça. C'est intéressant. Et ça, tu as réussi.
Hey, Nara!
Et on se promène un peu partout. Donc, rapidement, avant de terminer, tu parlais donc de l'Europe, des États-Unis.
My gang of New York and Chicago.
Oui, puis tu vois le contexte ici d'une vieille banque. À Manhattan, on fait la même chose dans le Bryant Park, pour les gens qui connaissent. Un petit peu dans le Lower Manhattan, c'est un édifice semblable. Quand on va à Toronto, c'est aussi un espace, c'est l'ancienne CIBC. Parce que nous, ce qu'on voulait, c'était un peu faire un choc en même temps. Donc, on amène des idées novatrices. On amène le désir de se dépasser, d'être moderne, mais on fait ça dans un endroit lounge. C'est pour ça qu'on s'appelle lounge, parce qu'on voulait que ce soit lounge avec un bon café, tout ça. Puis des fois, after hour, on a le scrum beer, on a d'autres choses.
On a le goût de rester après le
exactement. Oui, c'est ça, ce qu'on apprend dans le fun aussi, dans le réseautage. Parce qu'à chez lounge, c'est pas juste les services professionnels qu'on a parlé, on fait aussi beaucoup de facilitation d'animation, et ça, c'est sur une base bénévole, pour créer des communautés de pratique, puis faire rencontrer des autres coachs, des autres Scrum Masters, comme je parlais tantôt, de mon Scrum. Et puis, ça aussi, c'est très apprécié, je pense, de la communauté à Montréal. Et puis, je le fais même au niveau mondial avec d'autres.
Merveilleux. Le fait de léguer aussi.
International Delight.
Ça va jaillir sur l'entreprise et sur toi. Alexandre, merci beaucoup.
Hey, merci.
Ça a été un plaisir que tu nous accueilles dans ton lounge.
Avec plaisir.
Histoire de succès. C'est quoi votre histoire de succès à vous, mesdames et messieurs? Hein? C'est quoi votre histoire de succès? Moi là, je veux voir ça dans les commentaires. Je veux que vous me disiez, hein, c'est quoi vos succès? Puis même, c'est quoi vos failures? Puis qu'est-ce que vous avez appris de vos failures? C'est super important. Moi, là, ce que Nicolas Delaurier m'a permis de faire, c'est non seulement d'être probablement dans les premières boîtes de consultation et de formation en agilité, puis agile, là, du Québec, en français, qui m'a invité à cette émission d'entrepreneurs, de business. Il me dit qu'il y avait eu des coachs en sorte d'autres affaires, mais pas de cette façon-là. Fait que moi, je suis content. Tu sais, c'est pas une affaire d'être narcissique ou autre chose. C'est pas un ego mal placé. C'est qu'à un moment donné, il faut célébrer nos succès. Il faut apprendre de nos échecs. Et puis, c'est ce qu'il m'a appris en travaillant avec lui pour être à son émission. Et puis, au-delà du stun publicitaire que ça peut créer, ça m'a permis là, de vraiment bien recentrer ma mission. Comme vous le voyez tantôt, il y avait les 2 branches, hein, la branche consulting, coaching, facilitation, pour ramener les entreprises. Comme on voyait dans les photos, c'était tous mes clients. Des clients qui, surtout depuis qu'Agile Lounge existe, parce que j'en arrête tellement, je suis rendu là, à 938 équipes introduites à Scrum. Puis Scrum, là, on appelle ça Scrum parce que c'est le système de base là, qui a été créé il y a à peu près là, 25 ans, là, comme Jeff Sutherland et Ken Schreiber ont dit là, dans le hashtag Scrum 25, là, Scrum 25. Et puis d'ailleurs, il faut que je revienne avec ça, parce que j'ai eu beaucoup de vos commentaires, puis on vous écoute. On vous écoute au Agile Lounge, on pratique ce qu'on enseigne. C'est clair que le live qu'on avait fait il y a 2 semaines, on a été distrait, on était dans un open space. Fait que ça a donné que le segment sur Agile Travel, tout le monde était content. Puis on l'a même découpé, puis on l'a reposté. Puis d'ailleurs, il y a eu quasiment plus de vues, juste lui tout seul. Puis le live, tout ça, puis l'entrevue avec Chris, c'était cool, là, qu'il jump comme ça. Puis c'est ça qu'on voulait. C'est ça l'expérience qu'on voulait essayer puis créer. Mais cela dit, il faut qu'on se rassoie, là, puis qu'on vous parle plus de notre React, de notre Pro React, puis d'aller au-delà de juste, ah oui, un petit peu la legacy d'Enterprise Scrum, qui est dans le nouveau Scrum Guide. Puis on veut vous en parler. On avait identifié, nous autres, à peu près 17-20 points sur les 13 pages. Puis je pense qu'il faut faire, je ne sais pas si on va le faire live ou on va l'enregistrer, là, on va voir. Mais oui, on vous le promet. Est-ce qu'on va le faire avant les fêtes? Je ne sais pas, parce que ça va aller vite. Hein. Là, on est le 11 décembre. On est en train de finaliser des contrats. On a de plus en plus d'appels de gens qui veulent venir aussi travailler ici. Donc, ça nous occupe, Stéphano et moi, puis moi surtout. Puis même Anna m'a fait une joke. Elle dit, mon Dieu, elle dit, là, je ne fournis plus que tes calendriers, ça rentre de partout. Alors, c'est cool. Moi, j'ai à peu près là, 5 appels par jour de ce temps-là, d'une demi-heure chaque. Fait que faites le calcul. Puis tout ça, c'est gratuit. Fait que c'est sûr qu'après les fêtes, là, on va prendre un break des fêtes, genre qu'on va. Écoutez, je suis quand même au Mexique, là, je peux-tu en profiter? Je peux-tu aller me promener? Je peux-tu aller nager? Alors, on va le faire un peu. Et puis, deuxième Noël, en plus, plus de famille. Donc, on vous le promet. Je pense que ce serait important. On avait 2 promesses qu'on vous avait faites. Les 5 valeurs du Scrum. Comme un peu, on avait fait les 4 valeurs puis les 12 principes en agilité. Si on veut le faire anglais-français, on veut que les 2 capsules existent dans le Agile Insider. Puis là, je pense qu'on va peut-être faire un Agile Insider. Puis j'aimerais ça, là, out there. Là. Français-anglais, on aimerait le faire en anglais pour commencer. Fait que oui, peut-être vendredi prochain, c'est quoi ça? C'est le 18. Vendredi prochain, ça pourrait être un rendez-vous pour faire notre commentaire sur un nouveau Scrum Guide. Puis où est-ce qu'on s'en va à partir de là? Hein? Surtout que là, c'est le 25e anniversaire de Scrum. Jeff n'arrête pas de dire que Scrum puis XP, c'est le père et la mère de Agile. Et puis là, Agile, en février, il faut se préparer, ça va être le 20e anniversaire. Puis on rentre dans cette fameuse année 2021, la capacité du renouveau. Alors, soyons donc dans le next level Agile. Fait que je pense que même ça risque d'être le premier d'une série de 3 dans Agile Insider /podcast, où on parle du Scrum Guide 25e anniversaire, plus en détail, moins décousu que le live d'il y a 2 semaines, puis que tranquillement, on vous introduit au Next Level Agile, qui est pour nous le Conscious Agility Movement, qui prend forme avec le Digital Transformation, and so on, le Coactive Coaching aussi. C'est des choses là, qu'il faut aller au-delà des systèmes, puis qu'il faut rester ouvert à des nouveaux systèmes. Fait qu'écoutez, on a quasiment fait ça comme des grands, il est 13h pile. Moi, j'ai le goût de l'arrêter là. Il y a une vingtaine de personnes là, sur YouTube et Facebook. Vous ne m'avez pas dit bonjour, vous ne m'avez pas dit rien. It was in English before, now it's in French. Yes, I advise about it. I'm an international delight, and I'd like to please all of my subscribers. Once again, guys, if you like this video, especially for those who are going to watch the replay, please give us a thumbs up. Share it to someone to spark them into business agility and even more. Refer us as a digital nomad, concierge, and facilitator for the Mexican Caribbean. That includes also, in the very short future, Costa Rica and Peru. And what else could we say? Oh, and give us tips if you'd like to encourage us to have a better tools and technology to work. So on that, and vivo de Playa del Carmen at the Avenida 35 at la beautiful Airbnb, bed and breakfast, Vanilla B&B. The link will be in the description again. And wait for the replay with some montage, because I think we had some difficulty again with Google. Google, that program that I scrapped. That's my comment to you guys. So we're gonna have, thankfully, we recorded on the Zoom, and the Zoom has everything. So we're gonna probably repush it this weekend and remove this live. But anyway, guys, please, we thank you very much for your support. We hope you learned something. I hope to learn something from you also in your comments. and your private message. But please be interactive with us. We would like to engage in inviting you to True Agility. Alors, je vous remercie, les gens du Québec, Crew Collectif, je vous aime, Luc Bellil, Pomme du quartier latin, je t'aime. On se revoit quelque part en 2021, je ne sais pas. Ça sera à nous collectivement de mettre une fin à cette folie-là. Hein? Comme on sait, les pestes noires au Moyen-Âge se terminaient quand les gens sortaient dehors. Alors, c'est à nous de décider. Sur ce, mes amis, un excellent Hanouka, encore une fois, un excellent week-end, et on se revoit vendredi prochain pour un autre live ou peut-être une première. Qui sait, on verra. À bientôt.